Yeah, she's a sweetheart, but
that's the only problem.
you gotta get them trained. They're all, everybody says the same thing. Some dogs are easier trained than others, though.
Well, you know, you see on this this AKC website, you know, then they show the dogs, you know, treats for your dog, and they roll them and they do this and that. I think, you know, I don't have time for that.
How long did it take you to train her?
She ain't trained.
Oh, I don't know.
She's not trained either.
She's just a pain. I mean, she's pretty good.
I mean, potty trained though, or does she?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
she's
she's
pretty
potty
much
trained.
potty
She's pretty
trained.
good on that. I mean, she might have an accident once in a while, but you know, as long as we have tile. But you know, she doesn't. If you leave Harold leaves his bedroom door open in the morning, I mean, in the daytime he's got a grill across it because she'll go in and take things away from there. She goes in my, I have a grill over there on my bedroom because she goes in there and she digs under the bed to get your little footies. She just loves socks, and you know, she's just a pain. And it's kind of annoying to have that thing, but I'm sure one of these days she'll outgrow it.
We have fences all over. We have a fence between the kitchen and the dining room, a fence between in the foyer so she can't get into the formal living room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to keep her on the tile, at least.
Yeah, better. And we had Toby, you know, we had, you know, the regular gate, right? And I bought a big gate because he was hopping over it. And he could stop, and so I got a board. I mean, that was really high because this dog could really jump, you know. But she really hasn't tried to get over these hills. And they're not very high, but she managed to stay up. And you know, she jumps high. She likes to get up here on this couch and look around. Yeah.
So Ella and Jody gonna get to go to China this year.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's a
To
magnet
her
school.
school.
For the fifth graders, this will be our last year. That's all I have up for the fifth grade. So they're planning a trip to go to China. And so they're having, you know, all the food sales and everything else like that.
How did that trip come up?
Well, every year this school takes
The
a trip to
graduating
China.
class.
You know, every year they go up there, and that's good because if you had Chinese teachers and learning Chinese.
Oh, and Jody's been there too, so she must know some Chinese.
Yeah, well, she invited me to go, but you know, it's kind of hard because, you know, I did have Jeannie there, but now I don't have her. She passed Wednesday night.
That's what Harold was just telling
And
me.
then, of course, now I got Mom, now we got Harold. So my last trip was to Cuba in 2013.
I know, and you showed us all your pictures. Now Cuba's really open too, huh?
Yeah, now I guess. Sort of.
I like them old cars they got in Cuba.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, they're beautiful.
But you know, it's good that you guys travel. What company are you going with?
Well,
Extraordinary Journeys, it's called.
but it's through. If you looked it up online, it would be start with Z Caso, and then they subcontract out the work. You know, they're the holding company, I think, or the and then you get calls. Like we got calls from 2 different companies that wanted to solicit our business, but
It's kind of a private thing where it's just 4 of us, my brother and sister-in-law and Bob and I.
Can you imagine going on that cruise and you think you're on your honeymoon or whatever, and you get in the storm and the chairs are going around and you're sick and you're stuck there? How long were they stuck there? 5
I don't know, they were
days?
kissing the ground when they got back. They said never felt
I
so
know,
good
it's
to
from
get on solid
Thursday and they just
ground.
let them out, what,
Wow.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday or Tuesday?
man,
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because I got sick our first cruise anyway. I said, I paid to go on this.
I would never go on a cruise anyway.
Sherry's first Volvo, when she bought it, they shipped her over to the factory to pick it up, and coming back, they put us on that thing that hauls the car.
We went across. We did that in '69. We were probably on the same boat.
That poor girl was,
You know, I get
from the
seasick.
time she got on that boat till she got off, she was sick.
You know, but you know what? And I remember later, Don, Jody, and I went to, we went to Den Haag, and then we were going to London, you know, and So, you know what, I just went to a drugstore and got some Janamine, we had some GIs with us and everything, I got Janamine, it's fine. So actually I don't need that anymore, you know, because flying, I couldn't used to fly, I'd have to get that. You know, now it doesn't bother me, but I don't like, I would never go on a cruise though, because I'd much rather fly to my destination. You know, or take tour buses or something.
I'd rather be staying in a hotel than in a ship or something where you're kind of trapped. Or,
Yeah.
I remember the one tour I'd do in Vietnam, they should loaded, I was in the first infantry division, they put loaded above a troop carrier. And there were so many on there that we slept in ships and we ate in ships. And we run into a storm out there and you'd be eating off your tray, the next thing you know you're eating off your buddy's tray.
Cause it's sliding up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I like that. So what are you doing nowadays, Jackie, besides church?
You know what, we've had company ever since right after Christmas.
You always have a lot of company.
Yeah. I mean, we had they were here for 2 weeks. They were gone about 3 days. We took down our Christmas decorations and cleaned the house, and the next group came, and it was two friends of ours. They parked their motorhome in our front yard, and they just left Wednesday morning. So, from Christmas on, it's just been company.
Nice to see them all.
Nice, but trying to get ready for a trip, it's really hard.
And when do you go on your trip?
Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, huh?
And we had to get all new clothes. And I said it's not even fun to shop because it's safari clothes, you know, those baggy nylon pants.
They want you to bring lightweight stuff. I mean, you can bring your jeans if you want, but
They said no.
they discourage you.
You going with them, Robbie?
no.
You gonna stay at home, guy?
Huh?
You
I travel around. Yeah. I was as traveling around. I'll just pick a different place to go, and I'll drive there and just videotape. And I spend all week processing.
Truck driver on TV that shows
Uh-huh.
that every place he goes, he stops and he picks up rocks and
Oh yeah.
then he takes them home to his daughter.
Uh-huh.
That's a neat little advertisement.
He wanted to go to Karshner Caverns today, but you really need a reservation, and we didn't leave till 11, and
Well, did you go up there and see if you could get in?
We didn't.
Yeah,
No,
we
didn't
don't have that much time. Yeah.
We didn't have that much time.
Yeah.
And it was mainly coming up here to Rob's friend's art project.
He spent about a year carving the thing, I think.
Oh, really?
And then he used my son for a model for the thing, and just did like different poses, like with one playing ping pong, one on a skateboard, and they had like a girl with some butterflies and a frog.
But it's
and
at the mission.
St. Mary's Mission.
Mission.
St. Mary's Mission.
It's in a
Is that downtown?
And Sierra
Yeah.
Vista.
Sierra Vista,
That's,
yeah.
for the boys.
I don't know if it's for boys.
I think it's
That
boys
one's
and
for the
girls.
boys,
Yeah.
And the one, when you go down, you know, you have this hill, this long hill that you go down, and I think you pass, I guess, by 3 canyons. I think that road goes that way. When you're at the top of this hill, be careful of your cops. When you get to this hill, you go down, and to the right is 3 Canyons Road. So if you're down to the bottom, because you're almost down in you know, the post office in Lower Canyon, and then to the left is a house, and that's Mary's Mission. That's where the women stay, and the boys stay down at your place.
at the Mary's Mission.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like just a big, like sandstone carving. Then he has like a Arizona seal and a eagle flying over, kind of their logo. And then
Is he an Indian or?
no, he's Polish. He was in prison when he did that.
They have had Indians. We took a tour, because you know I'm on the foster care review board.
Okay.
We always have to have credits, you know. And so, you know, we did, it must have been quite some time ago. We stopped over there, and then another place, you know, just some of the places where they have, you know, the kids go.
He was at like the Fort Grant prison, and he was like doing murals and stuff there. And I guess they do a lot of sandstone carving there, so they were doing little ones. And then
He's talented, huh?
so then his boss came up with this
When you go
project
back
for
out,
him, huh?
You take the left going back to Sierra Vista, the house up there where, if you look over there, where all these trees burnt, this guy saved this one stump, and he had a carver come in and carve a big owl there.
That's just right after the fire station, you know, or before you got to the fire station was over on the side.
Some of these people are talented. Did you see that there was one? Sherry probably saw it on internet where the guy carved. They had a big tree in his yard, and lightning struck it or something. It only went up about 15 feet, but you know the stump and the trunk of the tree, and he carved it with a chainsaw. Did you see that on internet? It got passed around, and I don't know what city it was in, or you know, I'd have to look.
Because this one right here, it's because of the fire is why it's not very tall, but he's fixed it up and it's got the eyes, and it's just an owl.
This was a couple of, I think it was raccoons that he carved in. But he did it all with a chainsaw. Oh.
Yeah, some people.
Surprising.
I've seen that on television sometimes. You know, once when they were using this, well, you can really make some neat stuff. You know.
Yeah.
You know, you're getting awful heavy, little girl. I think you need to get out. Yeah, you've been protected enough.
Well, you know, she's just a little fraidy cat. She does. It's funny when someone comes over, like this guy that lives down below. He came over here, and so he parked his truck over there, and Dottie comes over, arf, 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 and then she runs back over there, arf, and runs back over, arf, arf, arf. It's like, help me, there's somebody here.
You're right.
She's so funny. Yeah, she's a funny.
100% beagle.
So that's too bad Jeannie passed away, huh?
Yeah, she was. Well, you know, actually, she was probably going down anyway, I suppose. I did have a DDD lady come over there, and what we were going to do if we could put her in a home. But Mom, we can't do that because Mom saved too much money for her. So even though she was medically could go in there, so I think so right now I have somebody coming in that would work, you know, just kind of get Jeannie
Cleaned up. And
you know, because I was giving her, I could give her a bath, you know, like, you know, once a week or something like that. But somehow or other, and I did have somebody coming in, you know, to kind of clean the house up a little, you know, a couple times a week or something. And then that went away, and then, so then Michelle was visiting Nathan, my son, over there, and he was staying with Mom. And so when that one went away, I said, oh, well, now what am I, you know, I need somebody. She says, well, you know, I'll work because I'm not working, so I can do that. So Michelle would come in, you know, 2 days a week, and so that's fine because I could do the rest of the time. And then Mom would do Sunday and Monday. And then I think in October or sometime like that, then all of a sudden Mom called me on a Sunday because 60 Minutes was on. She said, oh, Jeannie can't get up. Okay, so now I go over there, and now we need somebody there. Now Michelle has to work like every day, you know, and I had a DDD lady that would come in on Wednesday, and, you know, and that's free. But then, so they could work 2 hours, and then Jeannie still has to go to bed at night. So Michelle would work. So the only time that Michelle would get off, this is, you know, since October, would be Wednesday when the DDD lady was there. But then Michelle has to come right back at 5 o'clock to put her to bed. So then later on, so that's what we do now. And then I think I came over to the house one day in January, the 7th of January, and Michelle said, oh, you know what, actually, we did have Jeannie, somehow or other we were getting her so she was kind of walking like sort of, you know, but she needed some kind of confidence, so Michelle would kind of be behind her to know that if she falls, and so we were doing that, you know, she'd do her business, take her to the kitchen, put her down, let her eat. So that was fine, and then I think on the 7th of January I came out, and she said, she's very unresponsive, you know, she doesn't, you know, she just, so she said, we have to take her to the ER. So we took her to the ER, and they said, oh, well, you know, after a while they said, well, we're going to send her to Tucson to see the neurologist. So now they send her to TMC, and she was in there for a week, you know, the 7th, Thursday to Thursday. So then Wednesday, well, let's see, Mom and I went, and Michelle and Irene went up there on Saturday, and she was in there Thursday, right? Saturday we went up there, and she was very unresponsive. Got nothing off of her. So that was Saturday. So then Sunday we'd get kind of an update on her. Wednesday, Mom and Michelle went up there, and they said, well, you can take her home today. And they said, well, you know, we can't because, you know, Michelle can't handle Mom and Jeannie. So she said, well, okay, tomorrow you can pick her up. So they said 10 o'clock. So the next day, Thursday, I rushed up there, got gas at Costco, and went over to pick up Jeannie. Well, I can't find the nurse. Finally, they looked, and there's no orders. Well, you know, you have to have orders for the doctor. So she had lunch there. I fed her lunch because, you know, we were having to feed her now. And then after that, the doctor finally come in and looked at Jeannie. And then, you know, the doctor's like, oh, he's only had this case like 2 hours, right? Because, you know, they change doctors all the time. So we got the doctor there. Now you have to wait for your orders, right? Finally, the case manager comes in. She comes in at 4:30, and now they're giving Jeannie, and she's got the orders and everything now. She's giving Jeannie, and one of the orders is Xarelto, and they say it's very expensive. So, and she said you can go to Pima Health and you can get, they'll give you some samples. Well, it's 4:30 now, and they close at 5. I don't even know where it's at. So, anyway, Jeannie and I finally at 6 o'clock. Michelle has been waiting at the house. So Michelle puts her to bed and does everything, and then I take Michelle home. The next day I come back, and I have, you know, I turn in the medications, you know, and they said, well, it'll be an hour. And so I go up there to the house, and Michelle says, because, you know, she'd come back now to work, Michelle says, I need this and this and this. So I go back up to Kmart and buy the stuff that she needs. I check it in. They said, well, Xarelto will just come in, give me 10 minutes. So now it's going to get some pudding and stuff, you know, because now they're pureeing her food. So I go up there and get my stuff. Now I've been twice to Kmart, you know, with my little card. And I go over there, and my bill is $552, and they denied it. So I thought, great. But I had gone to Costco yesterday. I went to Costco last week. I'm going tomorrow. See, I don't only carry one card. I only carry the Costco card if I'm going to Costco. Otherwise, I have just that basic card. So all they ask me, because they never do, what is your zip code? So then I went after, so then I did go to Tucson. And then I had to look, it took me a while to look for this place. And this woman gives me this address and goes all the way over there. And I don't know why she sent me over this way, because it would have been just as short, but no, she gave me this way. So I turned, when I got there and got it, then I turned around and go back the way I would have come in. So anyway, so then, now Michelle, now we have Beata, which is, you know, a health thing. So Beata comes over, and they check Jeannie out, and it seemed like Jeannie's gotten this little sore. Well, you know, you lay in bed all this time. They didn't pick her up. They didn't do anything with her. They said, well, she's incontinent. Well, they, you know, they didn't take her and do anything with her. She lay there. No, she got this little spot. When she was in the hospital, you mean?
Huh? When she was in the hospital?
Yeah, TMC. So now she got this little spot, and now it's getting worse. We had an appointment with the doctor, and you know, he said, well, we get some pads, put that, and then the nurse said she needs to be put in in a home so we can turn her every hour, because see, we can't do that because, you know, I'm not there all the time and I can't turn anyway. Michelle, you know, she does have to go home, and you know, we can't do that. So, and then the doctor, we got that like 4 days later. By the time we got it, because we made the calls, the Beata nurse came over, and you know, that doctor was not doing, he just never responded. And so now Jeannie went back in the hospital, and so she was there 2 nights, and she comes back. Because when on Wednesday I went over there, and Michelle said, she changed the bandage, she said, you know, I can smell this. I mean, this far, I couldn't smell it. So I had my dental appointment, came back, we took Jeannie to the hospital, and so that was in the afternoon, and they finally got her in bed about 9 o'clock. She got checked in. I mean, they were going to put her in there earlier, but you finally get to bed. And so I'm not going until they change the bandage, and I have to talk to the nurse because he wants to talk to me. Talk about stink! I mean, the whole room stunk. You can't believe how bad it was. But the,
Was it like gangrene or something, or
Huh?
is that
Well,
is that
I
from
think
gangrene or
because
something? It's
it
a sore.
eats away at you, and so anyway, so she was there 2 nights when we came home, and then that's when we started. I guess then a few days later, Saturday she ate, and Irene talked to her and everything. And Sunday, there's nothing.
She was only how old?
62 in March.
Jeez.
And then so that she just slept and she didn't wake up, and Michelle was giving her pain pills for this.
She's a
little
friend.
thing.
She's a friend or a
Her
relative.
sister.
That's
Actually,
your-
she was a friend of. She was
Oh, you
Torrance'
mean
friend.
Michelle? Jeannie was Sherry's sister when it died.
Hello. Yeah.
She had
what are you
Down
doing?
syndrome. She was at our house. She
I
came
remember-
with
I
Sherry one
remember her.
time. Yeah.
Oh.
I remember her now.
Here, I'll
her
let you
wisdom.
speak to somebody.
Hi. Hello. Hi. We just came
Who is
down
it?
with,
Joe
Rob
Johnny?
wanted to come see a carving that a friend of his had made for the Mary's Mission in Sierra
She's
Vista.
driving
and,
home. Driving to pick
Bob
up
and
coffee.
Bob and I rode along, and then we said, let's go
Yeah, she
give
just figured
Sherry
out
a call
for it.
and see if she and Harold are home, and go say hi. So that's what we did. How you doing? The working life, huh?
But when
I know.
she stopped
I
eating
love
and
the
everything,
pictures you
and
send, though.
Michelle
We
was
didn't
just
get one
trying to
this
stay
Christmas.
overnight, and
We
so
didn't
Michelle
get
was there
it.
that night, and she said,
I have
"Gosh,
one from
that's
last year. Poppy's a doll.
Have you guys seen Poppy?
What? No.
Just on a picture.
Huh?
Just a picture.
Oh, just
I
a
know it.
picture.
I know. No, we did not get one,
she's
seriously,
a
because
pretty
I always
little
look
thing.
forward to yours.
What is it? A dog?
See,
What is
did
it?
you have
Yeah.
a picture again?
Poppy is that's a daughter, Jody's daughter.
Dog.
She
Oh,
is-
daughter.
She was 4 in September.
I would love that, because I
40.
really do. In fact, I have one of the 4 of you out on my shelf. So, but not this year's because we didn't get one.
What
Yeah,
year?
speak
When did you
your phone
leave Germany? The same time as us, or earlier?
Did you leave before us in
I'm a
Germany?
regular, huh?
See,
What year did you
I
leave?
was so
What
happy.
month
I was
and
so
year did you
happy
leave?
You had
You
another
guys
little
left
girl
before
or another child.
Huh?
Period. It would have
You
been a
guys
shame to
left
have an
before.
We
older
left in
child.
December.
Of 81 then?
84.
I know they go through that. Huh?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Someday she'll bless you for it.
I don't know.
When Lucy,
I
we
pulled
went.
3 tours over there,
Yeah.
all I know.
Your mom said you and Ella are going to China, huh?
All right, the last tour from Hermiston's we came here, and in K-Town.
Oh, okay.
Where'd we go from K-Town
Aberdeen.
to Aberdeen? Was that our second tour?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That must have been our second tour. I don't know where we left.
First tour I was in.
Jackie will tell you. Jackie will tell you when we left. But it was in '81, probably
We left in what?
right after
July?
school.
June,
right after
June
school.
or, yeah, June of 81.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what the hell was their name? They were crossing west.
Yeah, it'd be fun for you
Earlies,
too. You
huh?
haven't been back since you
The
were
Earlies?
14, have you?
Oh no, across from you, the Venezuelans.
Yeah. They're in Tucson.
Yeah, lots of changes, I'm sure.
We haven't either. Yeah.
Well, I stopped by one day. I guess they weren't.
Yeah,
home.
they'll
I
just
to
have to
know
make
if
do.
Are they
huh?
in this area or something?
Yeah, they're
Or
in Tucson.
Tucson.
You haven't seen them for a while. Yeah.
But the earliest there,
Never heard them again.
You were a floor above the Venezuelans, though. They were on the second. You were on the third, across from them.
I think so, yeah.
They were
Because in the
across from us.
Cantwell. Oh,
What?
Were they across from us? I don't know.
Huh?
Early's was up
Yeah,
there.
so-
on the
Early's
third
was
floor.
above them,
Oh, were you on the second floor? Maybe,
probably.
maybe then the Cantwells moved in and you
The
left or something?
Cantwells were on the second
Floor, right? Because they were
They were
above.
across from
What a great
Sway
floor.
Road.
Right.
We were probably on
And the third floor. That's what I
And you
thought.
guys were on the
First floor.
Right.
He was a chief, wasn't
Yeah.
And he
he?
coughed
Was he
all
a
night.
chief, Master Sergeant?
He was Come in, Sergeant Major.
Huh?
His wife
His wife
thought
thought,
she run everywhere.
yeah,
It
She
sounds
come
like,
out out there
we're
one
going
time.
to Africa next Wednesday,
come
we're
out there
going
one
on
time
a
and
2-week
just screamed.
safari,
We had
I'm
that old
excited about
Mercury.
that.
I don't
She
remember.
just screaming at me.
Nope, it's
Is
our
it green?
first time going to Tanzania.
That's what the Sergeant Major.
And my brother and sister-in-law, just the four of us,
What
we
am I
kinda got a
supposed to do,
private
jump up and down?
deal. Should be a lot
That
of
really
fun.
ticked her
Should
off.
see a lot of animals and a couple safari trips a day and
And I understand they called him
have,
out
have you
back
ever
of the
been
building
there?
there later on, doing his thing.
Uh-huh,
I don't know, but somebody told me that.
yeah. Yeah, we don't
Where's it?
wanna do the culture thing, we wanna do the animal thing, you know, just animals, so that's what we're doing. I love animals and it should be fun.
does that have a speakerphone?
Yeah, you want it on the speakerphone?
Let's put it on speaker.
Just a minute, your mom.